Good morning. Today we're going to look at a three-station player game called Monopoly, and as you can see, nice head plate there. This is another coin pusher. You can see the table down there. And there's some coins on the table there. Before we open, we always have to go in and make some adjustments because of the plastic pieces and set them at a correct specific height for the quarters. So what I'm going to do is show you the switch matrix, but I'll begin by doing this. This is where your quarter is going to go into, is this slot here. You see, there was a quarter in there. I'm just going to grab another quarter here, so you can see, voila. We put the quarter in, and we can move this thing in whatever direction we want, as you can see, to drop it into one of those four slots. So here, I'll just go to the edge and see. Let's see what happens. There. So as you can see, the coin counter is counting. No tickets are dispensed except this one here, and that's what we call a mercy ticket. If you don't get any coins, you get a mercy ticket. But when you get coins down into this hopper here, you will get tickets. And I'll demonstrate that for you in a moment. So we're going to go over to this station here because I've removed the door that's here, which is this one. I want to show it to you. There it is there. All its gloriness. There's lock. And here's the coin chute here. And these are specifically made for whatever denomination we use or anyone else wants to use. Just put that over there. So we go back. So this is where the quarters drop down into. I'll see if I can get you a bit. Okay. So here's the switch matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4. What happens is the quarter will pass down here, hit one of these switches, and then it stimulates the counter, which you can hear running, and it also stimulates the ticket machine. So I'm just going to push all four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, just for the heck of it. Okay? I'm going to bring you down here to the very bottom of the machine. This area here is normally where the coin counter is situated because there's a chute here where all the coins fall down, and this is the top of the coin counter here. I took it out just to show everybody, because very few people have ever seen one. Let's see if I can open it up. Here. It's tight. Sorry, I'm not good at editing. Okay, there we are. It's a plastic lid. There's a little catch where you pull back and it locks into there. So what happens is coins drop down and they get into this machine here. This machine will rotate once it's stimulated by those switches I just showed you, and it fires the quarters out here, this little aperture here. And once they fire out, they're then directed into this chute here, and they go into the coin box beneath here. Now, as I said, this is where the coin counter is normally mounted. We've just detached it temporarily to show you. This is the ticket trough and where all the tickets are. And all the stations are identical. All three of these are the same. This is the front door. This is where your tickets come out. This is where our locks are. This is the back side of the door. This is where your ticket machine is. And that's how we feed out your tickets, right? Tickets are just installed here like this. We'll try to get them down into the teeth here, like that, see? Oh, and here's something I should show everybody. That's a tilt switch. So if you're one of the people that like to beat on this machine, every time you beat on this machine, this switch will activate. And what does that mean? You will lose your tickets. So please, don't beat on my machines or anyone else. Act like ladies and gentlemen, and we'll all get along. Thank you. Anyways, oh, look at that. Well, it's just counting out some spare tickets, or should I say spare points that were left in the machine. Let's just see what it does. See that little light on the side there, that little green LED? That's how it counts. There's notches in these tickets, and every time it passes through this little sensor here, right here, it sees that empty space, so now it knows there's light there and there's one ticket. No big deal. Oh, let's see, and it runs out a ticket, and it stops and the light stays on. Okay? No big deal. Okay, I'm going to activate the coin counter, and what I'm going to do, just for you, is take some of these coins and put them down at the coin counter. And then I'm going to activate the switches up here if I can. Maybe I'll just throw some quarters and see what happens. And there, it just spits out all the quarters. Now, these things do wear out because, as you can see, it has plastic parts and it has a motor. So the motors go, and of course these plastic parts down here inside this mechanism, they wear out as well. Now let's go around to the back. And here we are here. This is the switch matrix, the black on the back play field. So as you can see, each station has its own switch matrix. And there's your switches there. Let me just stimulate one here. Here's the wire for the switch. See? There. Those wires do become bent after a while, so those have to be adjusted. And like any switches wear out, they too have to be replaced. Now, we'll look at the mechanism. It's very modest. It may even look somewhat crude, but it's very effective, and that's how the tables oscillate back and forth. So you can see there's a set of slides here, and here, and here. And then you have these pivot arms. Let me just pull back and you can see the whole mechanism there. So that's how this oscillates back and forth. We do have to get in here because we do find quarters get into these mechanisms and cause jams. This is the back of the machine here. This is the big power supply. This power supply is just for the lighting. That's the back of the coin counter. I think everybody probably knows what that is, I hope. That's the station I was just showing you. And this here is the main board. It's inside this protective case to protect it for obvious reasons. And there's the distribution board. So what we're doing now is, again, getting this machine ready for opening. We're going through it, cleaning it up, lubricating it, and getting it all happy. Go around to the front again. I want to show you one other thing, and this is the controller, or programmer I should say. Now, it is not on, and that's because in order to use this, you have to turn the machine off, wait a few moments, and then turn it on. And then you will have a window in which you can get into programming, and this is your buttons here. And this is how we program ticket payout, etc., attract, time, all sorts of good stuff. So you can see, it's actually quite a beautiful machine. Once again, I want to thank you people for your time and interest, and all of you have a good one. Cheers.